What's up, everybody? Today we got Lawrence Haber. This is his return. Man, this was an awesome episode because I did this actually a couple months ago, more towards the beginning of the year. And we do actually mention the coronavirus. This is right before everything went to a lockdown. So, however, this episode is an example of what I can't wait about the future of this show, which is to get people back in studio, in front of me, with their instrument. We just had a silly goose time. We would, jam a little bit. We riffed on some jokes a little bit. And then we talked about music, man. That's just what we do best. So Lawrence, of course, being one of the best bass players that I know in terms of being an all-round musician. Just such a well-rounded type of musician. Killer on his instrument, but also serves any type of music he's performing. So anyway, please enjoy Lawrence Haber. All right, everybody. Lawrence Haber is back.
He's back.
No vengeance, though. No need for vengeance.
No vengeance, and not by any popular demand.
The only vengeance he has is with the cold he's got, because I have the same cold, too. Everybody in New Jersey, for some reason, has this fucking cold going around, dude.
And it's weird. It's a weird cold, man.
Yeah.
And, and the coronavirus thing is happening. So, of course, selfishly, I'm like, uh-oh. I hope it's not that.
I don't drink
which
Corona,
is crazy. Ha. The Heineken virus. Yeah. For me, it's the Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee.
Yes.
As you may hear me fiddling. It's not one of Anthony's percussion sounds.
It's okay.
It's the ice in the coffee.
Yeah.
Although I have you ever had an iced coffee and you start getting percussive with it? You're
Dude,
like, can I get the ice to go at 16ths at swung 16ths?
It's absolutely a sexy sound.
It is.
The iced coffee.
Because
but isn't it weird though?
We know we're getting
if it were water or lemonade, I wouldn't. It's less sexy.
I know.
Isn't that
what?
weird?
That's true because you're getting your drug.
Yeah.
See, water, it's like, this water sound is annoying.
Yeah.
But iced coffee, it's like smooth.
It's
silky. It's gonna get you going for the day.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
I am an iced coffee addict.
Yeah, man. Same. Cold brew. I love
cold
brew.
Man. Is there's something about that process,
dude. Take your time, cold brew.
Take your time. Yeah.
Drip.
I get the Dunkin' iced coffee. I like their coffee, and that's mostly because it's quick. It's drive-through on the way, and I don't like Starbucks, and I want to save like $4. But when you get it from a legit coffee place, not that Dunkin' Donuts is illegitimate, but if you go to whatever coffee place in town, Rook Coffee by me is a big thing.
Yeah.
Or just the mom and pop coffee shop, or even sometimes you go. Wawa doesn't really do good iced coffee.
They're okay.
They do that like pre-made sugar iced coffee.
Yeah,
the chocolate milk iced coffee.
Yeah,
right? But if you get like Rook, let's say.
Yeah, man.
And you get iced coffee from there, it's coffee. I feel like sometimes Dunkin' Donuts is like milk and ice with a
I don't drink it. I don't drink Dunkin' Donuts. Like I actually don't.
Because you have better time management than I do. That's why.
No, because I'm a fucking snob.
Are you really?
I'm a little bit of a snob with coffee, yeah.
I wish I had the
and tea also.
Really?
My favorite tea is Earl Grey, and I like if you like,
I have the tea more.
What kind of tea you like? Oh, you have Earl Grey, and then if they bring out like Trader Joe's Earl Grey or Twinings or whatever, I'm like,
yeah,
I'll drink it. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
I'm like a little bit of a snob.
Okay, hey, you like what you like.
I like what I like.
We're back.
No, but I'm not judging if you drink Dunkin' Donuts. So anyway, everybody out there, all you Dunkin' Donuts drinkers,
you drunken donuts,
you Drunken Donuts drinkers, Lawrence is back, and today, So we were gonna jump right in because Lawrence had an idea. He's not even warmed up yet. He just got here in the car,
Yeah.
So he was gonna talk about his process of warming up.
Yeah.
I think could be interesting because mine is like couldn't be any more the opposite. Let's hear it. Lawrence.
So there's two parts. There's my OCD that I got, which means I feel like I can't jump in and play a gig or even get good practice in without some kind of warm up. Oh, three things. There's that. Then there's the functional getting the blood flowing because you're about to work out, and you shouldn't work out in the gym without stretching or breathing or whatever, hydrating.
So true.
And then there's actually musical stuff. I mean, sometimes if I don't know what I want to practice, I will warm up because my warm up will help me find something. So the first thing is just stretching, dude. Like just straight away, like as I've been studying with Evan Marion, he's been talking a lot about this. And none of my I've had some great teachers, but it's not something that I've really been talked about. So for him to focus on, it's cool, which is just like, using your hands. So just breathing and stretching your fingers and you kind of just put your hands together and you move your fingers back and you breathe with it, because you want to get the blood flow into those areas, stretch your wrist.
Yeah,
Just
the breathing is huge,
stretching.
right?
Well, breathing it becomes more important in application of making music. Because if you can't phrase coherently without breathing, and it's just you won't be comfortable if you're not breathing. I tend to speed up when I'm not breathing. So there's kind of functional stretching. Right now I'm just stretching my wrist, and you can't see it. Some of you might. I don't know how we're doing it, but let's say you can't see it. Move my fingers back and forth, not cracking my knuckles or anything like that, but just stretching and breathing. And as I breathe, it gets the blood flowing a little bit. So just that, loosen the hands up, wiggle the fingers, and just because this bass thing is awkward. It's weird. There's these big metal strings, and you're playing this awkward instrument here. So to jump in right away and start trying to make music on it, sometimes I feel like I've never played before.
That's crazy, right? That's a crazy feeling.
Especially if it's cold.
Yeah.
And then not only your body's cold, but the strings are cold, or if you have like this bass has nickel strings, but nickel or steel round wound strings as opposed to flat wound strings aren't smooth feeling. They have a grip. That's what that is. That's the grippiness of it. Yeah. So when you touch that right away, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Oh, yeah, even if you've been playing as long as I've been playing. Mm-hmm. So then I kind of, there's really. So the first thing is just to get my hands warm up, I have mindless exercises. I won't bore you with those because they're not particularly interesting. I just try to make them musical, So I'll just take combinations of frets. I'll play like little arpeggios. Like this is a minor 7 arpeggio from F for those who know about that sort of nonsensical stuff. And then maybe I'll go up a half step and play a major 7 arpeggio, and it just becomes a pattern. And I'll just move that. But I'll try to make it, it's just nonsense. Maybe I'll go descending. So basically just try to go up and down in this little pattern. Then I like to do I picked this up from a guy named Derek Bennett, who all the bass players know. He's sort of a viral Instagram, YouTube bass guy. He's an awesome bass player. He's a teacher, and he did this warm-up on his YouTube channel one time that I really liked. And basically what he does is he plays these weird groupings of of basically 7-note patterns. Usually when you play a scale, it's an 8-note pattern to the octave: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he'll do 7s because it's a little weirder. So he's got this little pattern he does where he's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and you're not thinking of playing in 7. Yeah. You're just thinking of a warm-up pattern. Mm-hmm. So instead of going to the octave, the 8th note, he goes to the 7th note, and he ascends and descends from the 7th note, and then you get a 7-note pattern. So you're kind of practicing playing in 7.
Yeah, that's cool.
And if I go up with it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and I'm going way too fast for a warm-up. And then maybe now it becomes more musical because maybe I'll start accenting. First I'll accent the first note, then the second note, then the third note. So you end up coming, maybe the first time I do it, I'll accent the first note, and the second time I'll accent the second note. So you just practice, you're getting some musical things in with it now. Then the other thing I like to do, bass player inside tip from Lawrence. Sounds like like one of the featured moments of the podcast, like bass player inside tip from Lawrence. And then a little graphic comes up. All right. Yeah. So a lot of times you'll hear bass players play a line, and you'll hear other funky stuff happening. People go, "That was funky." So if I just play 2 notes, a root and an octave on a G, now they'll hear this, or that's we call a ghost note. A muted
Wait, do
note.
that again, because I just want to. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, you could get really. That's just basically what I'm doing is before I play the note, I deaden the string.
Ah, love it. That's my favorite bass. My favorite bass playing does shit like that.
It's cool, but
I
you
love
can
it.
overdo it very easily, you know.
Okay.
But anyway, before we talk about overdoing stuff, which we all do, especially me, you know, I picked this up from Michael Lee from Snarky Puppy.
Great bass player.
He's great, great bass player, great musician, great director, great business, everything. He's just
everything.
so cool.
Everything.
Such an
Yeah.
inspiration.
I want to meet that guy. Like,
Yeah.
he seems like a nice guy.
So he talks about. I picked this up from him. He does a thing where he tries. He'll before he plays notes, he'll play a dead string. So basically, you're just taking your left hand if you're a righty and a right hand lefty, the fretting hand, and just put it over the strings without pressing down. And then when you pluck, you get completely dead sound.
Cool.
So what he does is he'll play groupings with that. So he'll go like, let's say a grouping of 5. He'll play a group of 2 and a group of 3. So he'll accent the first of the group of 2 and the first of the group of 3. 1, 2.
Oh, word. Yeah.
On every string. And then maybe 7, 4 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You know, and he'll do that all over. So I took that, and then I took it with a thing I picked up, which is basically, this is something that I sort of developed over time, and I've seen a lot of people do this. I won't take credit for it, but it's something I like to do a lot, which is incorporating various mutes from different strings, because just like your drum kit, there's a different timbre on each string.
Yeah.
So I'll take I played major scales last time, so I'll do like a more interesting scale. I'll play a Phrygian scale, whatever. Who cares, right? Don't worry about that.
Refrigerator?
Basically, all you do, actually, I can explain this in 2 seconds because it's not that complicated. The Phrygian mode, what is a mode? You take any scale you're playing. First, you play it from the first note. It has a certain sound. And you end on that first note, an octave higher. Then you take the same scale and you play it from the second note.
Oh, okay.
And you end on the second note, an octave higher. It has a different sound. Here we go. Watch.
Okay.
C major scale, right? I'm sorry, I'm going in around.
No,
the
it's
hole
cool.
here. So here's C major scale. And I'm just going to give numbers to the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is 1, an octave higher.
Yeah.
Okay. How about we start from 2? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, or 9.
Oh, I see.
Same scale as this, from a different starting and ending point. So instead of going, watch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pro tip, sing the notes you play.
Oh, yeah.
How will you learn them if you don't sing them?
It's true.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same scale from the second note. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Doe a deer or female deer.
Yeah, whatever. I don't even know solfege. Solfege.
But that sounds like that Sound of Music tune.
Yeah,
Totally.
Yeah. D, male,
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know, etc.
Yeah.
And that's where those quote unquote extensions come from. You're just it's like a piano. You're taking the notes and you're displacing them up in octave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, so the Phrygian mode is the third mode of the major scale. So if I play a C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, that's the first mode. Then the second mode starts on D. That's called the Dorian mode. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the sound of Dorian. And then Phrygian's the third. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then down. So I'll take man, I'm all over the place here.
That's cool.
Take that mode, or any scale, or any arpeggio, or any simple note thing, and let's try and incorporate muting from different strings. So I'm gonna play that scale. Okay? And I'm just going to start, take the first note of the scale, which happens to be an E, whatever. And I'm going to, instead of playing it, I'm going to mute one time and play it. So, and then I'll play the rest of it. Kind of like a walk. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll play, that's muting the string that the note is on. Now I'm going to go up one string.
Okay.
Play that string muted, and then the other string muted.
Okay.
Before I play the note.
Oh, okay.
And try and make it fit. You know? Okay, now I'll do 3. From the G string to the D to the A. It's a triplet.
Oh, I see.
I can't make it fit, but
hard. That's hard. Yeah.
And the point is not to make it fit. The point is to just get the idea of you can play a line. I'll play something a little less jazzy, just a groove, and I'll incorporate muting more than one string. Okay, so you can play a beat if you want. You know.
Should you walking? Want me to do some swing or
don't do something else? Yeah,
do
something just like sort of more straight, kind of a straight groove in 4. And I'll play that Phrygian mode. I'm actually gonna play it down an octave because I like the sound better. So I'll play a line and then I'll show you how I'll incorporate different mutes from the first note. That's no muting.
Oh, I see. Oh, I love that, man. I love that.
Keep going.
Yeah.
So, just a
Nice,
mess,
man.
just messing around.
Yeah.
I forgot the first thing I played. That's another
It's cool.
thing, man. Working on phrasing, longer phrases. Evan Marion has been talking a lot to me about that. You know, longer phrases become more musical. If you just play a line, do, it becomes sort of a short idea, and it kind of gets maybe get boring after a while. It doesn't go anywhere. But if you play longer phrases, it becomes more musical. So trying to get longer phrases into my playing is something I practice. And then also just trying to remember what you just played. I mean, that's the whole jazz thing, and that's just a good musical concept, which is, you know, you play something comes out of the ether, you play it. Maybe it comes from warming up, or maybe it just comes from the sky.
Yep.
And it gets in your brain and out through your hands, right? So that happened. That was something happened that made you play something. Okay, if you liked it, stick with it. develop it, and always remember what you just played, so that the next thing you play has context. And
You're thinking about this, and you're talking about this strictly while still playing.
yeah, I mean, always.
Yeah,
It's
so
got to be. I mean, you hope to be subconscious about it.
that's the thing.
You know, like
what
a
you
conversation.
What you just said though, is I mean, especially for bass and drums, right? Or even rhythm guitar, being right. You're talking about being consistent. Right?
Being consistent.
Right? You're improvising, maybe, right? Something comes to you, and like that ability to like have that that self-monitoring,
Yeah.
while you're actively playing. It's a weird thing, man. It's a weird like a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot of people don't have it, because I don't. That's not true. But I have played with people who cannot repeat themselves when they're improvising. And it's just because they're not really listening to themselves, or they're not really listening outside of what they're doing.
This is everything. This is everything,
Right?
In my opinion, from my experience,
Yes.
this is everything, because all of the great solos that we know, that people who are not into whatever weirder music or more out music or jazz or whatever you want to call it, fusion, prog, whatever. People who like, I mean, I don't want to generalize, but you know, the great guitar solos,
Di Meola?
Comfortably Numb.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
What'd you say, Di Meola?
I was just. I don't know if you said.
I love Al Di Meola.
I don't know if you said guitarists
Yeah.
or guitar solos.
Al Di Meola is fantastic.
He's fantastic.
And I'm sure he thinks that he's got to think that way.
Yeah.
But you know, the great rock guitar solos, "Stairway to Heaven," "Comfortably Numb."
Comfortably Numb's really good.
I mean, David Gilmour is my favorite.
He's great.
He's really a master at this. Let's see. Obviously, what's the one? Hotel California. All these great guitar solos, guitar solos are a big part of our culture. So why are they so popular? Well, it's because the guitar is very easy to hear. It sounds like the human voice. It's very pleasing sounding. It's very smooth sounding. You can be very human with the way you play and you phrase and you breathe. But those guys repeat themselves. You know, they'll play a phrase 4 times or 8 times, and they'll come back to it. And that's just storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, blues guys are masters at this. You know, Stevie Ray Vaughan will play a lick. This is not a Stevie Ray Vaughan lick, but I'm just playing some generic blues stuff. Yeah. Now, if you play that 8 times, that's a solo. You know, and then maybe the last time you play it, you go a little further out. That's something that my mom can follow.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
But it's also, I mean, I love my mom.
No, I know
but
what you
she's
mean,
not a
though.
musician. But it's also something that Stevie Ray Vaughan could follow. The best person in the crowd. That was just me bullshitting, but
That was really nice.
it's
what you
an
just played, though.
undeniable thing. You can't.
Yeah.
It might not be a crazy lick. It might not be a crazy scale. It might not be Pat Metheny or Charlie Parker or Stevie Ray Vaughan, but it's accessible.
Absolutely.
And therefore, it is undeniable.
I think what you're saying, and it's a good time in history where the common listener, where that's what we're talking about, they can consume it, but even like the highest of skilled musicians could actually like sit in that melody or that line that you're playing and kind of go, ooh, this is nice.
It's
even
nice.
though they can do it with their eyes closed. That's not the point, because you know, you have your iPhone,
Yeah.
right? But there are motherfuckers out there that have, or whatever, you have your MacBook, fine. But there are motherfuckers that have these PCs that are souped up. Like you can say it's the best performance machine for anything.
Yeah.
Video editing, gaming, whatever.
Yeah.
But the common person doesn't need that.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So the bass, the drums set is the tool to get that meaningful melody or that rhythm out.
Yeah.
But I think what we're talking about is like we're trying to avoid getting caught in the loop and the rabbit hole of just working on with the tool.
Explain it.
No, it's okay. So the instrument is like the computer,
Right.
that I was talking about, right? So like the common person doesn't need to have. They don't need to hear a bass playing or drumming at like such a fucking like Thomas Lang level or and I you know by the way I say that with love because that guy is one of a kind.
My favorite thing he's ever done is the Fred Armisen. When he read,
I saw Fred Armisen, by the way.
Oh, genius!
It was awesome.
To me, I feel like that's. By the way, I think for you, my friend, that's a good North Star. Forgive me for saying what he's doing because he's a brilliant comedian, a great storyteller.
Yep.
Not be him, but I'm saying I feel like he's found an audience by being an artist in every sense of who he is as a human, and that's what you're trying to do, and I respect that. And
appreciate it.
He's a good. I love Thomas Lang, but more so than Thomas Lang. Like when Thomas Lang. So long story short, on Netflix, there's a Fred Armisen thing called Stand Up for Drummers.
Yep.
We're talking about the same thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And Fred's a great drummer, great music, guitar player, everything. He's a genius.
He's
and
very
hysterical.
And
if you
so
like
funny.
that kind of comedy,
So funny,
absurd comedy.
Nice guy too.
Is he? You met him?
Really
you
nice
probably
guy.
already said this, and I wasn't paying attention. You met him? You saw him?
I witnessed him talk to the crowd like afterwards.
Okay.
And Kat and Rich were with me, and Kat actually got pulled up on stage to do like an improv thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But she she talked to him briefly, and he's
a dude.
very kind.
He's a person,
and everybody says this every interview I hear. Yeah. So anyway,
and he doesn't have to be,
Doesn't have.
But
to
anyway,
be.
so he Stand Up for Drummers. It's basically music and drum comedy, but he touches on other subjects, and he does a bunch of cool stuff. I don't want to ruin it. Check it out.
Yeah,
but he has
so
Thomas Lang, who I actually didn't. Forgive me, I didn't even know who that was until that special.
Yeah. Thomas
But I saw
Lang.
him, and he's like this really. He's just like handsome,
very
tall,
handsome,
jacked up. He looks like he'd be
German
a bodybuilder
guy.
wrestler. Yeah,
or Austrian or German.
He's like Arnold,
He's like
So
Arnold,
he gets up there like young Arnold and with like a muscle shirt on, and you think he's gonna sit at the kit and play the shred and just blow everyone off stage.
Yeah.
And Fred Armisen has him read like a short play, an absurd short play, where none of the dialogue. Actually, it's a brilliant jazz improv study because you think the lines are going to lead to a certain cliche answer, but there's always like the things they say are not what you think. Like he'll say something like, "I just flew in," and he'll be like, "What kind of wings did you use?" And then it'll be like, "Well, not chicken wings." Like it nothing goes in a direction that you think it's going to go. It's so funny, and so Thomas Lang has to read this absurd story. And he doesn't have. That's all he does. He doesn't play, and the whole crowd gets the joke, and that's it. And that's the performance.
Yeah,
when
this guy could play with, you were talking about playing in 7. This guy can play in 7 with his left foot, 5 with his right, and be in 13 with his hands or something like that.
But
incredible.
But like I know him from that.
Exactly. The common listener does not need to absorb what Thomas Lang does because it is, and he knows it. It's way above their head.
Right.
He's not. That's not his audience. That's not what he's trying to accomplish. He's trying to take that tool of the drum, expand it to like this, what is it called? The Swiss Army knife, like that nobody has ever built.
Yeah.
And now, we could say though, there's an argument that when you go down that rabbit hole, it becomes less and less musical in terms of it's hard to connect with emotionally.
Yeah.
Is what I mean. So that's where like as a bass player, as a drummer, right? It's like when you're gigging, when you're having to actually show up and do a job and fill that role, if you're working on that tool too much, on developing that tool, you're focused way too much on that tool, the instrument, you can kind of lose touch a little bit as opposed to like, well, even the things that you are doing is a filtration through making yourself just be able to hear, and react to when you're playing and you have a moment, let's say on your gig, to be expressive. It could be 5 seconds, but
oh yeah, dude,
you know what I mean, right?
I call it the one fill rule.
Yeah.
So when I first started playing cover bands, I wanted to do everything I could do. I always knew you're not supposed to. Mm-hmm. And so it started off with, I'll do a little bit of what I can do. And it would be, we talked about this on the last time we did this, about, how I'd play a song like a Brick House or something, and I'd throw a slap lick in that made no sense, or I'd play a fill. And I noticed that even that little, what I thought was a little bit, was way too much.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the guys that I'm absolutely in awe of are the two sides of the spectrum. The mega chops guys, like Hadrian Farad and Evan Marion, and these guys are so good, and they make me feel something when they play because they're just making melodies at such a fast pace, and I think it's so cool because they're making melodies.
Yeah.
They're making melodies that are like otherworldly, but they're still making melodies. They're not noodling. There's not chops. It's I have a phrase and I have another phrase. It's just they're blessed with melody.
Yeah.
And musicality and making it feel good. Those guys, and then the opposite, which is I shouldn't call it the opposite, but the other approach.
The perpendicular. Maybe,
Yeah, I
right?
guess it's kind of perpendicular.
They're in the same square footage.
Yeah.
They're just aimed.
It's like
at a
an
different
isosceles
direction.
triangle, but with an obtuse angle. It's different music, first of all.
Yeah.
But the guys like a Pino Palladino or Duck Dunn, or okay, I'm just terrible. Bob Babbitt. I'm just naming people. This is not every podcast just is naming people. I'm not going to do that. You look them up, Wikipedia base. You'll find everybody you need to know. But the people who can George Porter from the Meters, who can play a line, and just play the line, and the line is perfect. The feel is there. The consistency is there because he too is playing a melody. And if you change a note, or you change where you accent, or you mute where you didn't mute the first time, or you slap when you're not supposed to, or play harmonics or chord, or whatever, you chop the line up with chops.
Yeah.
You lose the melody. You know, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was horrible. I was out of key. Weird. But I'm saying, like, Happy Birthday to You is sung by billions of people all over the world every day because it's a simple melody. It means it's someone's birthday. And it's undeniable. I'm so out of key. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Beginning, middle, end.
It doesn't need to change.
It doesn't need to change.
Like your skill as a musician shouldn't.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you should.
Can you play Happy Birthday?
You shouldn't change
Stuff.
the ingredients.
Yeah.
Can you make?
Like
Can
Bach.
you make that simple thing just sound absolutely luscious and beautiful?
Yeah. What did Bach do all the time?
Yeah.
He would take a simple Beethoven, and I'm not an expert on these people, please, but you know, there we go. Death. He wrote Death.
Yeah.
What was that? 3 notes. No, 2 notes. I'm really dead.
Yeah.
You know.
No,
I mean,
I'm seriously fucking dead.
Seriously dead. I'm going to expand on this idea of being dead. You know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's still.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what that is.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Death's door. Knocking on death's door. You know the what are those the cello suites, Bach cello suites. I mean, undeniable.
Undeniable. Yeah.
Put it in a wedding ring commercial, why don't you? And people will know it.
Yep.
It emotes happy wedding time or whatever you want it to emote. But it's perfect. They put it in the jewelry commercial because it's simple.
Class.
It's
Classy.
I'm not going to try and play it. John Petitucci plays it. Check out John. 2 things everyone check out. John Petitucci playing the Bach cello suites on 6-string bass. And Edgar Meyer, the upright bass player, playing the Bach cello suites on double bass with a bow is unbelievable. And they're not easy to play because they're made for cello.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, all over the
Yeah.
place I am. God
No,
help
it's okay.
me. God help you and the listeners.
It's okay.
But simplicity. Simplicity can be really fast, chopsy, but it can be really slow as long as it's melodically driven on a drum kit, on in a mix. A melodic mixing the song in a way that's melodic, where things fit, like a meal. I know you like the food metaphor.
Food metaphor. I'm
Right.
hungry right now.
So here's the thing we could do. And this is something you made an awesome point. I want to go back to it. If you practice chops without melody, without context, which I was doing as my warm up, but I was trying to make it musical. If you do only that, that's how you play on a gig.
Yeah.
And you won't even be able to do it well because the other people on the gig will not be doing that.
Yep.
So you will stumble. And I did this for years. I would play a line. Let's take, everybody knows this guy, right? I love this bass part. Now, this is how I used to play it. this is the actual. I think this is the actual line. Forgive me. 2, 3, 4. Oops. Anyway, so the line is actually he's playing roots and fifths. Doesn't matter. He's playing a phrase.
That's a brilliant bass line.
It's so simple. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. It's coming. Here it is again. Maybe that's not even it. I don't know. But to me, if that is what it is, or if I just made that up, it works so much better than random.
I know what you're referencing.
Random sucks.
Yeah.
Random sucks. The first thing that comes in your mind is going to be random. That's cool because that came from God or whatever you believe in. You didn't do that. The first thing. Maybe it came from your experience, but it came from somewhere. Mm-hmm. That's the cool random.
Yeah.
Now you got to take the random, like you said, put it through a filter and turn it into a statement.
Yeah.
Now, if it's not working, find another random.
Yep.
Try something else, and that's where practicing comes in.
And you're saying this while you're maintaining what you.
That's the hard part.
I'm trying
to
think of. Hold on, let me just think of one sec. Like it's
Driving,
like
man.
if you're supposed to be serving brunch, or like basic.
He went back to food again, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't not. But basic like breakfast.
Yes.
Eggs, toast. What else? Bacon and whatever.
Yeah.
Like
cholesterol.
If you want to, yeah. if you're just supposed to cook breakfast, but you want to try, you know what? I have like a little bit of a pico de gallo thing for the
spice or whatever.
So we can like recreate huevos rancheros or something like that. You know what I mean?
I'm outclassed here, folks.
I'm just saying, if you fuck up the eggs. It doesn't matter.
You're done. No tip for you.
None.
You're done. You're done, bro.
And not only
it's
tip.
Over.
I ain't coming back.
I ain't recommending the place. I'm gonna tell everybody they fucked the eggs up.
Yeah. which is a mark of like if you can cook eggs well. That's a thing in like as a chef.
I suck at cooking eggs.
You should be able to cook eggs perfectly.
Yeah.
Like the perfect omelet, for instance.
Yeah,
that's a
man.
measurement. A basic measurement.
Oh, I love that.
But
that
that's
never
an example. That's an example.
That's a great example.
So I mean, yeah. So anyway, so what you were saying was in terms of I have this idea, this random idea. I want to try it, but I have to maintain what I'm already playing, what already is needed, and arguably nothing else is needed. I don't need to change anything.
Yeah.
But I'm going to. You want to take a risk as a musician. You
gotta get your shit in at some point.
Yes,
that's your voice.
You're on a service job, but I want to milk this service job for some pleasure.
Okay, I'm going to use the stupid wrestling metaphor again.
I love.
I'm not trying to work it in, but I'm telling you.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah. So here's the thing with those guys, because they are good. They've got great podcasts. Various Austin and different Jericho. These people have great podcasts. They talk about the art form, what they need to do. We talked about how they register. Yeah. One of the things they talk about is getting your shit in. So if you're watching a match, you don't have to be a wrestling fan to understand this. Two people get in this ring. There's a competition. The goal is somebody has to get a 3 count or make the other person submit, right? Okay. If you go in and you do a roundhouse kick and then the other guy flips off the top rope and then there's a headlock and then a punch and then I just learned this new move. I'm going to do it. It's random. There's no story because you want to just get your shit in. I got to show what I can do because I may never do this again. Mm-hmm. No. The best matches that people remember who aren't even fans, like Hogan and Warrior. People remember Hogan Warrior from WrestleMania 6, right? 2 big, jacked up guys, 2 good guys. So it's hard. There's 2 good guys. How do you tell a story? Because somebody's got to be the bad guy, right? Because you need the heel and the face. You need the good and the bad guy. So you get the 2 good guys in there. But the story they told was, this is the young lion. This is the elder statesman. Is the young lion ready to take the torch, right?
Oh,
Pass the torch. So the story they told was that, like, Warrior kind of kept getting... Hogan was still kind of sort of dominating things in his traditional way, but he was... Every time he thought he had him, he couldn't get him. He couldn't get him. And then they took their time. Can you imagine if Hogan went in and he did a drop kick and then he got a chair and he ran around and then Warrior's like, I'm going to do this elbow thing and then I'm going to jump off the top rope. It's like fans will be like, what's going on? I don't understand the story they're trying to tell. Even if they don't realize it, they don't see the story they're trying to tell. So they took their time, and then there was a moment in the match towards the end where they did like a double clothesline and both guys fell. So it was like, oh, they're equal.
Oh, yeah.
So this could go anyway.
Yeah.
Now you've hooked me because I really don't know what's going to happen.
That's fucking
They're
hard
equal
to do in front
and
of a
they
crowd.
both laid there, and there's subtle things like one
man.
guy might get up a millisecond before the other guy.
Yeah.
Like the end of the Rocky, and maybe you think, oh, he got up a little faster, barely a second, so he's probably going to win this thing. And then the facial expressions, you can do so much more with your facial expressions. Even when you play music, we could talk about this. You get into it. You show. I think maybe Hogan showed a little bit of like uncertainty, maybe instead of just that big sort of smiling sort of, kind of jacked up aggressive thing that he always did. There's a little bit of like more of a frown on his face, or maybe a little look to the right, like, dude, I don't think I can beat this guy. Subtle, not over the top, just like, oh,
Goes a long way.
shit, I don't know how to do this. And then they get to the end, and the end is Hogan does his Warrior looks like he's going to beat him. Then Hogan does the big Hulk up thing he used to do, where like he becomes Superman.
Yeah.
And Hogan's going to beat him. But then Hogan misses his move, the leg drop. It's never happened before because the Warrior just rolled out of the way. So simple. Didn't do anything crazy, big counter, MMA thing, luchador thing. He just rolled out of the way because he was a little younger and a little better. And that little roll cost this dude everything. And then Warrior beat him. The subtlety to get to that moment.
Yeah.
Can you do that in a solo? Can you do that in a groove? I know this is such a weird metaphor.
It's not, though.
But what happens is musicians want to get their shit in. I've been practicing this Victor Wooten lick. I have to get it in. I've been practicing this Phrygian mode. I have to get it in. These muting, I have to get in. Harmonics, I have to get it in. This drum fill, I have to get it in. I got to practice with this new pedal. Like when we were playing before, I didn't want to use my pedals.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Because you can hide behind them.
Yep.
I don't want to hide behind them. I want to use them as colors. Okay? So let's play something. This is what I want to do, if you don't mind.
Let's do it.
So let's talk about Wayne Krantz, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So Wayne, what Evan Marion has been talking about, and this is what I'm really trying to practice now so that I can apply it to the gig, is the concept of an idea comes into the brain. Maybe it's a bass line, maybe it's a drum groove, maybe it's a guitar part, because he usually plays trio. So let's say it's a bass line.
Hold on, sorry. The last podcast sorry.
What'd I do?
Keep your train of thought, but it's just so funny. Last podcast, you mentioned Wayne Krantz in the same time as wrestling, and then we
I did that again. I don't know what that's all about.
Wayne Krantz is like, what am I doing here? And then like Hulk Hogan. That was the joke. Like, yeah. Anyway,
Hogan has turned on Krantz.
He's in a tag team match. It's like, what the fuck am I doing here?
What? Tim LaFay has a chair. What's he gonna do? Oh my God, he's joined the NWO. Cliff Hammond is in the ring. What? He's gonna save Krantz. Oh my! They're all turning on Krantz. It's Frankenballing.
Wait, is that Keith Carlock? Can you imagine?
Carlock.
But
Let me tell you something.
But then Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith
is here with Jay Muse. Oh my God, Jay has turned on Silent Bob. What a dark day.
I meant Kevin.
And there's your WrestleMania main
What's
event.
that guy? Kevin
Scott.
Kevin Scott. He's
him and Zach. We talked about
actual wrestler.
Yeah, who does the Krantz? He played with Krantz. So there's your there is your link up, right?
All right. Anyway,
Kevin Scott links them all. Anyway, but the thing that Evan has had me practicing, the idea comes in a bass line. Can you make a badass bass line consistent as a motherfucker for like 8 bars? Then totally switch it to another badass bass line. You're not thinking about chops. You're not thinking about bass. You're thinking about an idea. We're gonna do it. Here we go.
Let's do it.
I'm just gonna I'll count us off, and whatever I play, I'm gonna try and do it for 8 bars, and then I'm gonna totally switch.
Do you want me to wait and listen to what you do?
No.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'll count. I'll give a tempo, and we're gonna roll, and we're gonna do this for as long as we can do it.
All right, cool.
And I'll probably be the one to stop.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Just like we practiced.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, man.
let's talk about what the fuck just happened.
Yeah,
what just happened?
Yep.
People,
Yep.
what happened? You tell me, Anthony, what happened?
So it's like the curtain.
I don't know.
We were backstage. There's a curtain, and then we had no idea. We had no material to play. I'm behind the kit. You got your bass.
We're reading charts. I'm sorry.
But there's a crowd behind that curtain, right?
Just belched on the microphone.
No, that's okay. Totally cool. Yeah, and then we have no idea what the place. So I was like, fuck, 1, 2. Somebody counts us in, and we're just like, oh, that's the tempo. Cool.
Yeah.
You just, and then immediately I think, whatever Lawrence is going to do, I'm going to match in some way. And then you're probably thinking, whatever Anthony's going to do, I'm going to match in some way. We're going to try to put what, we're going to just try to.
And someone does have to take the lead, mind you.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of agree, yeah. But and then every measure was almost like we're back behind that curtain. And it opened again.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
Now, I don't know if any of those things were related. They felt sort of related in some way. I felt it incumbent upon me to try and switch things dramatically at first.
Oh, it was very dramatic.
And it might have been jarring. I don't know.
It's okay.
Maybe it eased in. I thought it felt good overall.
But see,
I felt that was actually, forgive me, more musical than some of the other stuff we've done thus far.
I agree.
We were under the gun, man.
Do you know what was cool though? And you talked about taking the lead. Now I'm reflecting on it. For sure, you took the lead, and I would just follow you. But there were things. Now, everybody listening, this is so cool about musicians in terms of instinct and experience. Lawrence's instinct, like right before, like on count 4 of that 8th, whatever it was, 4 bars.
I don't know. I stopped counting the bars.
It might have been 4 bars.
As long as it was even.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
At the end, when it was about to switch, I would look at Lawrence and his body language. And all I see is his chest and his head, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And his arms. But he transformed into a physical representation of what he was about to play.
So, okay, if I may.
Go ahead.
This is what we were talking about with wrestling. I know so many guys, especially you jazz musicians. Mm-hmm. For God's sake, show me something.
Yes.
Your body is part of your instrument.
It totally is.
Okay? Miles turned his back, and so did Jim Morrison, because they were fucking cool. Are you that cool? I doubt it.
Yeah.
So let me see perform. Victor Wooten does this, like almost like Stevie Ray Vaughan did it too, man. We're talking about him, Jimi Hendrix. You gotta perform for people.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be over the top. You don't have to be one of these like bar band guys who does this. Go
ahead. Yeah.
Okay, you don't want to be corny. So, like, there was this guy one time we were doing this rehearsal, and we were trying to find a singer for the cover band, new singer. So we auditioned a bunch of guys, right? And the last guy came in, and I don't want to generalize, but you could kind of tell he had, like, an Affliction shirt on. Way past it was cool to have those.
Gotcha.
Really overly tight. Some really well-kept facial hair.
Meaning it was very trimmed.
It took some time to get this thing in, man. Tony Stark level, and he comes in and he just he don't have it. And I'm not a great singer, but this guy just he was a real bar band singer.
Yeah.
Jersey boy.
Bar band.
Jersey boy.
Yeah.
And he's trying to do Journey, and it's like, oh, dude, Steve Perry's a very specific thing.
Yeah.
If you can't hit those notes, even if you can't do it soulfully, don't even. And we kind of like, all right, thanks, bro, for coming in. We'll call him Cheddar because he was cheesy. Come on. Thanks for coming in, Cheddar Cheese. Thank you, dude. Awesome. We'll call it, You could tell he should have gotten the hit. And his boy, who was in the band, was the guy who kind of asked him to audition. And, like, he was like...
That's the worst.
They both didn't want to accept that this probably wasn't going to happen. And the dude grabs the mic and he goes, it was so funny. He does, I think it's Black Dog by Zeppelin. He just belts, hey, mom, like way out of key and like so into it. And he's expecting, hey, mom. I don't want to like get us flagged,
No.
Nothing happened.
That's fucking awesome.
It was
dude.
Fred Armisen stuff.
Oh,
it was.
man,
I almost just like. I was like,
so
I think
funny,
I'm gonna have to quit music, and this is the funniest thing I've ever experienced. And I don't know why. It's a great story, I guess. But like the reason I brought it up was because that guy, when he performs, it's too much. Like focus on the singing, bro.
It's about him.
Yeah.
It's about him.
Right. Well, it should be to a degree, but it's about us. And part of us, the band and the crowd, part of us is me being a performer and wanting to make to engage you. And Victor Wooten does that. Mm-hmm. When he's doing all his cool triple thumb, Evan Marion and I talked about this on a recent lesson. I keep bringing him up because he's awesome and
he's such good.
Right in front of my mind.
Good.
And we're talking a lot about getting out when it's time for your solo. Go out in front. Just take 2 steps. Yeah, nobody knows when a bass solo is over.
Yeah.
Not even the bass player half the time.
Yeah.
You ever listen to some of these jazz records?
Yeah.
They play the walk at the end of the solo because they know, if he's going back to walking, his solo must be over. Because people don't know. They're not listening, even if they claim to be, right?
Yep.
So take 2 steps out.
Yep.
And then when you're done, put your head up and take 2 steps back. Smile during the happy part of your solo. Maybe look a little angrier. And I'm not saying that should be at the forefront of your musicianship. No. But check that box, please.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it's just like going to the library.
People don't intellectualize. Or I should say, your listeners, your viewer, the crowd, whatever. They're not intellectual about music like we are.
Yes.
I mean,
even the ones who are,
bro. It's like
even the ones who claim to be.
Don't
really know. What we know. No, and I don't mean that negatively.
This is not a. And this
we
is
know
not.
things.
This is not, what I'm about to describe. This is not meaning like we're better.
No.
But like where we are, it would be like we are. It would be like there's a massive field, and we are like a mile away. We expect, with our experience, that is, we expect the common listener, some of us, to be able to see us from a mile away.
Yeah,
we're a dot. That's
right.
that's
Well
that's
said.
a lot of the time, most of the time with common listeners, that is the gap.
Yeah,
that is the gap between. That's how much space is it. They can't see. They can't conceptualize music like we can.
Right.
So it's our job to translate, filtrate. We want to. Yes, we want to be a little selfish and self-indulgent. Sure, balance that.
Well, that's
with
part of what
your
you're supposed
job.
to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
There's points for that.
That's innovation.
Yeah, that is innovation.
in
Well
music.
said. So like
You know.
getting your stuff and getting your shit in, right? So there's a. It should happen just by the way you play. Just by the way you play.
The way, not the content per se.
You know, the way you play that is going to say a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
You could play. You know, you could play. I hear this all the time, and I'm like, that dude's not cool. You know.
Hey, listen.
Or I'll hear
I
this.
mean-
I'll hear this too.
Hell yeah.
And it's like, all right, you know,
Yeah.
he doesn't know yet that that's way too much sauce
Yeah.
for the eggs.
For that
For
tune.
that tune.
For that tune.
You know,
It's like pickup lines. They don't work because they're not
they're
real.
obvious. Yeah.
They're obvious.
Unless you're really funny and it's part of what you do and it works.
If you're
it's
actually
proven.
present and connecting and being real and being charming and maybe funny, whatever, sure. But a pickup line I'm just going to go to get to the store and pick up a pickup line because I don't know how to talk to women or something like that.
Let me get that. That's interesting.
You know what I
Let me just because you think it's what you're supposed to do.
Just
so
because
if
you
think
think.
so this is the problem with today's
This is good.
generation.
What you just said is perfect.
What
That
did I say?
was-
Uh-oh.
Because you said you think that's what you're supposed to do.
That's so common. Instagram, I love it. YouTube,
It's great.
it's all great. It's technology, but when people get it, they root it. And here's one of the things they do.
Mm-hmm.
In that minute video, people think you have to do what that guy is doing or that lady's doing
Mm-hmm.
or that girl. You don't. Some of it you do. Like,
Hey guys, how many of those do you hear?
hey,
Hey guys,
like give me an
at the beginning of their video, like
a music video.
like selfie.
Oh yeah.
Hey, guys.
Hey guys, here
It's
yeah.
your boy.
Can you imagine Johnny Carson coming out
Oh,
and being
God.
like, okay, I know.
Oh,
I like
Jesus
I
Christ.
like our Johnny
Wow.
Carson impression.
It's real weird, wild stuff.
Hey guys.
Hey, guys.
or even Jimmy Fallon
Yeah.
he might do that.
He
Yeah,
might do it.
He'd probably do it. But that's who he is.
That's who
He's
he
like
is.
Keanu Reeves. He's like if Bill and Ted we got a buzz. That's okay. It's
okay.
part of it.
I don't know what it's from, but it's okay.
Jam into it.
How much do you hear it in yours? Is it very loud?
I can live with it. I really don't.
All right,
That
okay.
type of thing doesn't bother me.
All right, sorry everybody.
So we'll probably. I think we should take a break in a moment. But I want to.
We should
I might
play.
have to use the men's room. Let's play. But I want to make a point about it. What were we saying? We're saying something about.
Well, you were saying they
Hey
people,
guys. Okay,
people
so
think
they
that
see
should.
they see these chops guys. They
Yeah.
get a minute of what must have taken hours, days, months, years to do. There was a video recently. It was this bass player guy. Phenomenal. He transcribed a Michael Brecker solo, a fast Michael Brecker solo. Michael Brecker, for those who don't know, is sort of the pinnacle of the tenor saxophone. He took what Charlie Parker did in the alto and Coltrane and all that language, and he made his own thing, and he plays blazing fast, clear melodic lines. He's a genius. Rest his soul. So a lot of bass players, because the tenor sax is in the same register, it's very easy to transcribe.
yeah.
That's how you kind of learn the language. So this dude posted this video of him playing maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes of this entire Brecker solo. It was phenomenal. And he wrote, you don't know how long this even took. It probably took him years. It probably took him a measure a week.
Wow.
To get it really down. I mean, all the articulation, all the skips, all the things. And all these people posted it on Facebook, and they were amazed. And it deserved that attention because it was the best. But I said to my friend, I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to sit down with your heroes and learn how they talk.
Oh, I see.
You're supposed to transcribe. If you whether or not you go to music school is irrelevant. if you want to get better, you learn from your influences and you try and match them. Not mimic them. Not be the hey mama Robert Plant wannabe. Listen. Has that guy ever listened to Robert Plant's phrasing? No. Has he lived his life experience? No. Has he really understand who this person is? What made him tick? Not just facts. What music did he listen to? Did he go back and listen to the music, the blues guys that Robert Plant listened to? No, I doubt it. He grew up listening to Zeppelin records and went to a concert maybe, and decided I understand Robert Plant. You don't. You don't.
When I think about Robert Plant, I mean I think about Jimmy Page too. But when I think about that sexy bluesy
raw,
guitar thing.
Yeah.
It's almost like Robert Plant was like, I have to compete with that sound.
What do I do?
What do I do?
What do I do?
And he amped it up.
But people stop there. They stop at the sex appeal lead singer thing, and they don't get that this guy was an artist. He was a musician. He spent years listening to records of other people. So when you go, so the people were sharing this video of this Brecker thing, and I'm like, this is cool, but nobody who shared it, nobody said, this is impressive, but what we should take from it is all of us can do this.
Yes.
Because all he's doing, and it's, I can't do it. I could if I took the time.
If you could
I'm very confident in that.
Yeah.
Because I transcribe often. But he just took a lot of time, and he did the work, and he was able to exactly match what someone else did, which is sort of pointless at the end of the day. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares, right? Who cares that it's a feat of human discipline. It's not an artistic feat at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually create anything new.
Yep. I agree.
It inspires me to practice, but a day after I see it, if I hear a great tune on the radio that I've never heard, that's going to last me the rest of my life, that's kind of more the point.
Yep.
And a lot of people just took it as, wow, amazing. And I just don't understand that for its own sake. I mean, I guess I do, but I just wish people would sometimes see that and go, I'm going to sit down today and I'm going to learn that Steve Gadlick I've been trying to learn for the last 20 years. Yeah. And not the whole thing. Maybe the one bar, because that's all you need.
Yep.
And then that one bar becomes something that you apply to your own thing.
But I always say, I mean, we've talked about this for so many times, but I want to make it feel good.
Yes.
I don't want to.
And this kid made it feel good because he matched Brecker's feel.
And that's what took years, and that's believable and good for him for documenting it.
Otherwise, he just mixed and matched, and I do it too. I transcribe little things and put it up, and then if I listen to it and it doesn't feel good, I'm very disappointed.
Yeah. It's almost like, I remember being like a teenager and being like, "Why? I'm playing the part.
Why
doesn't it sound the same?" Or
it's like cooking, like you said.
It's it's
those family recipes are to be, when they're good, should be cherished because so much went into figuring out those ingredients and those cooking times.
They carry. I mean,
and which pots and pans to
use.
When
you love your family, that energy also has a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? You have to nourish your family, but this is a special moment. We're having
we don't want to mess this up. It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So it's got to be we're talking about meaning, essentially. It has to be meaningful.
It has to be
anything you play. You have to try.
It doesn't have to be life-changing, but you should always be going for that.
Yeah, I agree.
And the licks and the stuff, they don't always, the getting your shit in does not, I can count on one finger the amount of times that I've seen someone do that and it really inspired me. It's not a common source of inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh, let's play.
Yeah, let's do it. I was gonna say, do you want to press record on the old camera?
Oh yeah, go for it, man.
Cool. Are you
You're gonna do it, though.
rolling?
I've been rolling the whole time, man.
Oh shit.
So you may have yourself a podcast video.
Oh shit.
for
All right,
the-
give me one
for
sec.
the YouTube for the tubular people.
Tubular. Haven't heard that word since the 90s.
Yeah, that's because I am not cool. I lack the cool. The death of cool.
You want it's like 3:30. You want to wrap up after this?
Yeah, is that cool?
That'd be cool. And then
I
if
think
you
it's good
want-
for us to like put a
It's very important.
put a dot on it. You
If
know,
you want to, we could
put a button on it.
we can do another
Oh.
like just jam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be when I'm talking. All right. Okay, we're rolling here. I'm gonna do the take one, and we're good.
Let's pause 1 second here.
No worries. I'm gonna play some. Girl from Ipanema. I'll talk to the listeners. Do you know what pisses me off? ...
Yes.
Let's see. What pisses me off? I can't stand when Instagram people, public figure people,
Yes.
when they just do a totally normal thing, like go to the store, but they want to vlog it.
Yes.
I'm not interested when you're buying your yogurt or your milk. Why? And then why other people in that store are just trying to like get in, get out, buy their groceries, and then cook for their families, and you're in the way with your fucking camera,
Yep.
trying to connect to your audience.
It's so weird.
It is weird. It's so weird, right? Like,
It's just weird, man.
Who-
Straight away.
why do you assume people care?
Yep.
Anyway,
They don't.
they really don't.
So that
Or they're obsessed,
so
which
let's
is
do-
already.
I think I have
anyway.
to jet after this. Sorry.
That's cool. No,
So
that's
let's
cool,
just do like a jam and then.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Stop
Nah,
the flow
dude.
there.
Nah.
I totally stopped the flow.
Hey, let's just gotta realize we're busy. This is not,
No,
you
dude,
got a job and you got gigs and shit. So no worries, man.
It's okay. It's not that other nonsense. Nothing important. All right. So
What you got?
you start.
I start.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been starting.
All right. Let's see. Yeah. Let's do. Yeah.
Bro. That was fun, man. I hope you had a good time.
Definitely.
We'll do it again, man.
All right, listeners. Thanks for listening.
Oh, yeah.
Lawrence Haber returns. He'll be back for sure. What's the endorsement product?
Oh, well, let me just say my website is lawrencehabermusic.com, and I'm available for gigs and sessions and all that kind of stuff. Despite some of the crazy stuff we played, I do all kinds of gigs. I love doing the crazy stuff. But
What's the handle?
And at Lawrence Haber Music on Instagram, and you can find me on YouTube as well. And I have I endorse Bartolini pickups. I'm an emerging artist for them. So Bartolini, great. That's what's in this bass. My new bass mods, bass, yay. Bartolini. LawrenceHaberMusic.com, at Lawrence Haber Music. You rock, dude.
Word. Lawrence, you're the man. Thanks for coming by.
Anytime.
Definitely have you again. And thanks, listeners. Ba-dum.